Second half kickoff. Framingham has the ball. They send it down the right side. That's Mark. Brendan tried to find Jacques, goes out of bounds. Manuel on the throw for Brookline. Manuel to Jacques. Jacques to Jacob. Pass Ben. They chip it down the left side. That's Ben Sander on that side. Ben sends it up the wing to Matt. Ben to the middle of the field. Brendan goes down, but Jacob has it. Jacob to Brendan. Brendan sends it back to Mark. Mark to the side to Manuel. Manuel up the side to Jacques. Jacques sets his body. Jacob has it. Jacob making a run down the left side. Jacob into the left corner. Jacob steps over the ball. Jacob turns. Jacob to Manuel. Gets played out of bounds. Jacques on the throw. Right in front of the super fans here. Jacques throws it toward the box. And that was Eric that played it to the side netting. It's going to be a goal kick for Framingham. The clock has not started in the second half. It's going to be a goal kick for Framingham. He boots it toward the middle of the field. That's Jacob off his head. That's past Eric. Eric making a run for it. Eric protects with his body. Eric turns, sends it to Brendan. Brendan was making a run. That's Jacob. Jacob sends it back to Manuel. Manuel sends it back to Mark. Mark, two people converge on him. Mark down the middle. Mark to the side to Jacob. Jacob's got Brendan. He's got Manuel making a run. Jacob sends it back to Mark. Mark to the middle of the field to Jacob. Jacob turns. He's got Manuel on this side. Manuel, he's got Jacques in front of him. Manuel gets around him to Jacques. Jacques on the sideline gets poked away out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Jacques toward the box. Gets headed away. It's Ben Kaplan in the middle field to Brendan. Brendan turns. He tried to turn and shoot. Got cut up by 25. 15 comes away with it. 15 to the side. That's Matt. Tried to slow him down. He's going through the center circle. It's Ben Kaplan that slowed him down. Goes off to the side. Brendan off his body. Brendan back to Matt. Matt back to Ben Sander in front of the Framingham bench. Goes up the side. That's Brendan. Brendan looks. He finds. That's Eric. Eric to Jacques got cut off. Past Ben Kaplan. 25 has it for Framingham. 25 to the middle of the field. 7 has it. 7 turns. Tries to cut through the middle of the field. Matt blocks it off. Mark in the air. Ben Kaplan got hit. And that's a foul. The clock is returned. We're 4:30 into the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. It looks like Ben is all right. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. They're about, I'd say, 35 yards out. Matt, wait, they're backing the ball up, maybe 40 yards out. That's about 40 yards. Matt set up the ball. Manuel is standing over it. Manuel chips it toward the back post. Brendan off his head. And it goes out of bounds. It looked like they were trying to head it in front, but it didn't get there. Goal kick for Framingham. We're 5:20 into the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. Framingham goalie sets up on his left side. He chips it to the middle of the field. That is number 7 on the ball. He sends it to the wing. Framingham has tiny numbers. Comes back to the side. Jacques takes it away. Jacques making a run. Jacques sends the side. Here comes the goalie. Goalie comes out. He puts it down the side to 11. 11 has it. 11 back to 25. 25 turns over twice. 25 to the side. That gets cut up by Manuel. Manuel gets held up. 28 down the side. Jacob pushed him back to the middle of the field. 11. 11 on his left foot. He shoots it, and it goes over the top. Goal kick for Brookline. With 6:20 into the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. That's Zach down the right side. That hit Ben Kaplan in the head. That's Eric on the ball. Eric tried to hit the defender. Brendan's going to get to it. Brendan turns with his right foot. Brendan turns. He sends it back to Matt. Matt to Jacob. One behind him. Jacob saw him. Jacob does a 360. Jacob to Matt. Matt's got Brendan to his left. Sorry, Brendan to his right. That's Mark on the ball. Mark looks. Mark sends it to the side to Brendan. Brendan brings it down. He's got Ben Sander on that side. He sends it back to Isaac. Isaac in front of the Framingham bench. Isaac sends it back to Mark. Mark on his right foot. Mark down the right side. Ben Kaplan off his head. To the side. That's Mark that stepped up. Mark to Jacques. Played away by number 11. 11 turns. 11 to the midfield. 11 to the left. That's Ben Sanders' side. He's going down the left side. They go in front. That's Mark that cut it off. Mark off his body. Mark down the side. Got cut off. That's Ben Kaplan on the ball. Ben, that should be Eric. Eric down the right side. Eric back to his left. Eric's got Jacob. Jacob's making a run. Jacob to Matt. Matt loses it. Matt comes out with it. Matt shoots. And it's just wide. They're pointing to the corner. It's going to be a corner kick for Brookline. It's going to be Ben Kaplan on the corner. Mark is coming forward. Jacques is in the box. That's Jacob in the box. And who's the fourth guy? Matt's on the far side. Brendan's at the top. It goes to the middle of the box. Off Jack. He shoots. That was Eric. What a shot. It got saved. Jacob on his foot. It gets headed back. That's Brendan. He tried to shoot. It got blocked. Oh, man. Hope I had that. That's Manuel to Jacques. Jacques turns on it. Jacques to the side. That's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan to the middle. There's nobody there. He thought someone's going to make a run. That's Jacob off his chest. Jacob brings it back. 11 takes it away. And they call a foul on Jacob. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. It comes down their right side. Number 7. Looks like he hit his arm, but 7 turns. That's Manuel on him. Brendan comes over. They get it toward the middle. They go to the side to 28. 28 cuts it back. 28 on his right foot. He crosses it. It's going to be too far. Ben Sanders going to chase it down. Ben Sanders going to shield it. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. Zach on the goal kick. We are 9:40 into the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. Zach down the right side. Hits a Framingham player. That's Isaac to the side off his head. And it gets deflected into the Framingham bench. Throw in for Brookline. Ben Sander looks like he's going to take the throw. Wait. Yeah, Ben Sanders is going to take the throw. Ben sends it down the right side. That hit, I think that hit Eric. Oh, that's Eric, sorry. Eric goes down in front of the Brookline bench, and they call a foul. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline right in front of the Brookline bench. We're 10:30 into the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Ben Sander on the free kick. You can see Kyle's giving him some instructions there. Player went down. I didn't see it. Let's see what happened. They're talking to... I don't know who they're talking to there. Okay. It's going to be a free kick for Ben Sander in front of the Brookline bench. Jacob, Jacques, Eric, Brendan, Ben Kaplan are all in the box. And now they're talking to... Oh, they're marking off 10 yards. And as we speak, there's 11:40 is gone in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Ben Sanders on the free kick. Let's see what happened. Ben to the near post. It elevates. They hit off their own player. 20, I think that's 28 to the side. And when Framingham comes down the left side, it gets poked away. Comes the other way. That's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan tried to save it. He comes away with the ball. The ref is right there. We have 2 refs now in the second half. They send it back. They up the middle of the field. That's Jacob steals it. Jacob on his left foot. Jacob to Jacques. Jacques on the left side. Jacques cuts it back. Jacques on his right foot. He shoots. Goalie saves it. Goalie sends it out to his left. Here we have 2 refs now for the second half. Back to the middle of the field. That's 7, tried to back heel it. That's Mark that comes away with it. Mark on the ground to Jacob. Jacob's got Jacques. Jacob's gonna run himself. Jacob, he goes down. That's a foul. That should be a card. He didn't play the ball. 27 just took him down. He took down the player without playing the ball. He didn't get a card, but he got a warning from the ref. Okay, it's about 23 yards out. It's about 5 yards outside of the 18. Framingham has 3 on the wall. They should get some clearance. That's not 10 yards. Jacques steps over it. Ben shoots! It was in front. Eric was right there. Eric was right in front. No rebound. 13:40 into the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Goalie boots it toward midfield. That's Jacob off his head. 28 to the middle of the field. That's Brendan, Matt converging there. 7 to the side to 11. 11 for Framingham. Jacques on him. He sends it back to number 6. 6 tips it ahead to 3. 11 gets poked away by Manuel. That's Brendan to Manuel. Manuel to Jacob. Jacob to Brendan. Brendan back to Jacob. Jacob turns. Jacob sends it back to Mark. Mark on his right foot. Sends to Manuel. Manuel on his left foot. Gets blocked out of bounds. Subs are coming in the game for Brookline. Ben Kaplan is coming out. It looks like Dimitri's coming in. And Luca is coming into the game for Jacob. So it's Luca, Matt, Brendan in midfield. Manuel, Mark, Isaac, Ben Sander in the back. And we got Jacques, Dimitri, and Eric up top. They're calling a hold on the Framingham player. They held Jacques. It's going to be a free kick. Jacques on the throw to the back post. Gets headed away. Luca's under it. Luca heads it to the side. Luca protects with his body. He loses it. Brendan tries to cut it away. Brendan pokes it away. They're coming up the field. That's number 9. Sends it back. Luca has it. Luca turns. Luca to the side to Jacques. Jacques got Manuel to his left. Jacques to the wing. He tried to find Dimitri. It's rolling toward the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. Should be a goal kick for Framingham. Eric is coming out of the game, and I think that's Tom coming into the game for him. We're 16 minutes into the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Goal kick for Framingham. It's low to the middle of the field. That's Tom off his feet. Framingham player tries to get toward midfield. That's 20. They're reversing the field to number 11. 11 on their right side. Cuts it back. He chips to the middle of the box. That's Isaac. Isaac clears it. He cleared it out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Framingham. We got Brendan in the middle of the box. Brendan, here comes a cross. It gets headed over the top. That was a nice play. Did some misdirection. They had a runner going. 11 was running into the box. Headed it over the top. We're 17 minutes into the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. It's Zach. He goes on the ground. That was Isaac. And number 3 comes away with it. 3 to the left corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. 3 had a golden opportunity, but couldn't control it. 2 subs are coming in for Framingham. They're going to take the goal kick again. Mark is back. Zach's going to put up the field, looks like. Zach. That hit Luca in the head. 6 on Framingham. Brendan brings it down with his chest. Brendan to Manuel. Manuel up the side to Jacques. Jacques turns. He's got Brendan running with him. Jacques to the left corner. Jacques turns. He's got Manuel behind him. Jacques. Manuel. They say it went out of bounds, but it's Brookline's ball. It's going to be a throw-in. Jacques is on the throw-in. Right in front of the Brookline student section. Jacques toward the back post, toward the goalie. And they call a foul on Matt. He impeded the goalie. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. There's 18:30 gone in the first half, in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Framingham goalie just pops it out to their side. Jock off his head. That's Dimitri on the ball. Dimitri tried to find Matt. Wasn't hard enough. That's 9. Sends it. Manuel clears it. 7 has it for Framingham. He tries to cut back. Luca cuts him off. Luca. That's Dimitri, sends it to Brendan. Brendan turns. Brendan goes up the field. Brendan back to Dimitri. Dimitri has it. Dimitri up the side. He tried to find Jacques. And it rolls out of bounds for goal kick. Subs are coming in for Framingham. They're going to replace the goalie. The red-shirted goalie's coming in the game. It's going to be a goal kick for Framingham. There's 19:30 left in the second half. 19:30 gone in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. He's a left-footed player. It gets headed down by Matt. That's Jacques on the ball. Jacques cuts it back, tried to find Matt. Jacques off his head. Dimitri tried to play it. 25. That's Brendan has the ball. Brendan turned. Brendan to the side. He tried to find Matt. He gets there. Matt down the left side. Matt cuts it back. Matt cuts it back to his right. He's got Manuel. Manuel's got Brendan in front of him. He sends it to the middle field to Jacques. Jacques to his left. Jacques to the left corner. Jacques crosses to the back post. It gets headed by, I think that was Luca, and it went out of bounds. That was a good setup. It's going to be a goal kick for Framingham. 19:30 left in the second half. It's a low ball. It gets under. Jacques has it. He tried to find Matt. They lose it. That's Mark. Loses it. 7 has it for Framingham. He's coming down the right side. 7 steps over it. 7 crosses it. Tries to get toward the box. It's cut off by Luca. 25 has it. 25 sends it back to their left back. He chips it toward the box. Here comes Zach. And Zach's going to get at the edge of the box. There's 19 minutes left in the game. 2-0 Brookline. Zach boots it over midfield. Past Dimitri. 27 off his left foot. He misses it. Dimitri in the air. That's Tom in the game. Tom steps on it. That's Brendan that poked it ahead. Dimitri jumped for it. Tom off his head. That was Matt. 27 to the side to 7. 7 has the ball. 7 sends it back to the middle. There's nobody there. That's Isaac that stepped up. Isaac turns, sends it back to Ben Sanders, past him. It's right in front of the Framingham bench. He stops it, sends it up the wing. 12 heads it ahead, out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. Tom has the ball. He's going to give it to Ben. Brendan came out of the game. Let's see, Ugo is in the game. Rex is in the game. I think they took Jacques and Brendan out. That's Matt, sends it back to Isaac. Isaac off his left foot. Rex is on the ball. Rex brings it down with his right foot. Rex to Isaac. Isaac punches it, pokes it ahead to Luca. Luca turns on it. Luca sends Rex, gets cut off. Framingham goes down their left side. They cross midfield. That's Tom that's coming back. They're going toward the left corner. That's Isaac defending. And it's Tom that takes the ball away. They call the foul. I think that was Ben Sander on that side. It's going to be a free kick for Framingham. It's about 15 yards off the goal line and maybe 4 yards off the sideline. 2 on the wall. He chips it toward the box. It bounces in the box. He tries to shoot, got blocked by Luca. And Tom hits it off the player out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. There's 16:30 left in the game. It's 2-0 Brookline. 2 first half goals. That's Zach. Boots it toward midfield. Rex, it bounces past Rex to Tom. Tom clears it over midfield. They're going down the right side. Rex is making a run. They send it back to the goalie. He boots it with his left foot. That's Luca, brings it down. Finds Matt. Matt shoots, and it's wide. $15:50 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Goalie on his left foot. To the middle of the field. That's over Matt. That's Mark that stepped up. Mark pops it in the air. It's Ugo's on this side. Ugo sends it back to Manuel. Manuel to Luca. Luca turns on it, sends it back to Isaac. Isaac being chased by number 3. Isaac to the side to Ben. Ben sends it up the wing to Rex. Rex turns, gets poked away, and Ben plays it out of bounds. Throwing for Framingham. It's right in front of the Framingham bench. That's Tom. They say went off Tom out of bounds. Throwing for Framingham. Isaac stepped up, and Mark clears it way out of bounds. There's just under 15 minutes left in the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. They throw it toward the box. It gets headed away by Luca. Number 7 has it. 7 on his left foot. Got blocked by Manuel. That's Matt that comes out with the ball. Matt sends it ahead to Dimitri. Dimitri on the run. Goalie's in the goal. Here comes Dimitri. The goalie smothers it. It goes out of bounds. Should be a corner. No, they're saying it's a goal kick. Looked like he deflected it. Dimitri on a nice pass from Matt. Goalie on his left foot. Sends it to the middle of the field. That's Manuel. Manuel pokes it away. That's Ugo on the ball. Ugo on his left foot. Sends Dimitri. Dimitri tried to dummy it. 27. Oh, it gets cleared. It bounces Mark has it. Mark to the side. 7 gets it for Framingham. 7 down the side to 9. That's Mark. Mark does a 360. 9 makes a run. 9 down the right side. 9. Mark shields, and it goes out of bounds. It's a goal kick. Nice play by Mark. Sub is coming in for Brookline. Let's see who it is. Henry's coming in for Isaac, it looks like. It's going to be a goal kick for Zach and Brookline. 13:20 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. That's Luca off his head. That's Dimitri. Dimitri sends a wing. He's trying to find Tom. It's going to roll back to the goalie. Goalie boots it with his left foot toward midfield. It bounces. Player goes down. That's Rex on the ball. Rex to Matt. Matt goes down the right side. He's trying to find Tom. It bounces in the box. Tom has it. 4 clears it to the side. Tom is going to shield. Tom gets it. Tom turns in the corner. He loses out of bounds. They throw it back toward the box. They clear it. That was Rex that tried to get it. Who is that? That was Luca, sends it back to Mark. Mark with a nice move on his right foot. Mark sends it down the left. He's trying to find Matt. Matt's making a run. They clear it out to the side. 7 has it. 7 for Framingham. He's trying to get around Manuel. Manuel pokes it back to Mark. Mark on his right foot to Rex. Rex leaves it for Luca. Luca on his left. They said it went out of bounds. 11:50 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. 26 throws it in to 33. Gets cleared by Luca. Rex brings it down. Rex spins. Rex to the side to Manuel. Manuel on his left foot. Trying to Luca. Luca to Rex. Rex sends Matt right at the center circle. Matt turns. He finds that's Henry in the game. Henry to Rex. Rex to the side. That's Ben. Ben Sander down the wing. That's I think it's Tom. He crosses in front. 27 clears it. That's Luca on the ball. Luca turns, puts his body in front of it. Luca on his left foot. Luca on the ground. Luca hit Dimitri. Dimitri brings it down with his right foot. That's Ugo. Ugo has it. Ugo tried to chip it in the box. They clear it out. That's 33 making a run. They call a foul on Rex. 10:40 left in the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. It's been a scoreless second half. Free kick just inside of midfield. He chips it toward the top of the 18, brings it down with his chest, he shoots it with his left foot just over the top. Massive subs are coming in for Brookline. 6 subs are coming in. So we'll reset the lineup in a minute. So we've got Seb, Mark, Henry, Ben Sander in the back. That's Zach toward midfield. Jacob off his head. That is Tobin. That's Lance to the side. He pokes it ahead. That's Tobin on the run. Tobin toward the corner. 4 clears it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. So we've got Ben Kaplan, Tobin, and let's see who the other guy is on the other side. They throw it toward Lance. Lance back to the corner. It ping-pongs out of bounds. It should be a throw-in for Brookline. They throw to the corner, it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for, it's going to be a goal kick for Framingham. So Zach's still in goal. We've got Ben Sander, Henry, Mark, Seb in the back. We've got Jacob, Matt, and Lance in midfield. And we've got, looks like Dimitri, Tobin, and I want to say it's, I don't know who's on the other side. That's Matt comes away with the ball. Matt to his left. Matt making a run. Matt to the top. Matt shoots it inside. That was a good run. Got cut off. They backheeled it off Seb out of bounds. Throwing for Framingham. 25 turns on it. That's Ben Kaplan and Jacob take it away. Ben Kaplan comes away with it. Ben sends Tobin. That's Tobin and Eric. They hit the same spot. 25 back heels it. That's Jacobs is going to take it away. Jacob got pushed out of bounds. Throwing for Brookline. Seb is going to take the throw. 7:40 left in the second half. It's 2-0 Brookline. That's Jacob. Kicks it toward the box. Gets cleared by 15. That's Matt. Matt to his left. Matt to the side to Ben Kaplan. Ben gets through 3 players, gets cut off. 23 has it for Framingham. 23 to the side. That's 20. That's Will. Will with Eric on him. He crosses midfield. He goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. It's bouncing in midfield. That's Mark. Mark on his right foot. Mark to Henry. Henry to Ben. Ben gets blocked. 3-on-3 coming back. 22 in the box. He shoots it. And Zach saves it. 6:35 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Zach punts it high in the air toward midfield, toward the center circle. Hits the Framingham player. It bounces. That's Tobin. Tobin ahead. Tobin to Eric. And they call him offside. They say he came back from an offside position. You can hear Zach calling on defense here. 6:08 left in the game. 2-0 Brookline. Framingham down the middle of the field. Pass Seb. That's Mark. 2 on this side. That's 7 on the run. 7's trying to get to his left. It gets blocked. That's 15. 15 to their left side. It's on his right foot. He chips it to the back. It gets headed by Seb. He shoots. It's over the top. They're coming down the left side. They're coming down our defensive left side. It's going to be Zach on the goal kick. 5:10 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Bounces in midfield. That's Matt that got hit. Ben Kaplan tried to poke it ahead. That's Lance brings it down. Player misses the ball. I think that's Eric on that side. Eric tried to cut it back. It cut off by the defender. Takes the player now and they call a foul on Eric. There is 4:40 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. It drifts to the middle of the field. That was Mark that stepped up. That's Ben Sander on that side. They have it in. That's Mark clears it with his right foot. That's Tobin under it. Tobin brings it down with his right foot. Tobin sends it to Jacob. Jacob to his left. Jacob, he's got Seb. Jacob turns, sends it back to Lance. Lance in the middle of the field to Seb. Seb's got Jacob with him. Seb to Jacob. Jacob down the left side. They got to come back. Jacob brings it back. Jacob to Lance. Lance tried to get it back in. Lance on the ground. They got this wing up here. 7 back to the middle of the field to 20. 20, that's Will. He turns with his right foot. That's Ben Kaplan trying to push him back. Will keeps it in bounds. He goes up the side, hits Seb. 23 to 7. 7 making a run on the side. 7 in the box. 7 crosses it. It's saved by Zach. He tried to cross it in front. Zach made a great play to stop it. 3:10 left in the second half. 2-0 Brookline. Zach punts it over midfield. Ben Kaplan off his foot. Ben Kaplan on his left foot tried to go down the right side. Framingham crosses over midfield. Back to the middle of the field. Matt has the ball. Matt turns to his right. Matt sends it up the wing. He's trying to find Tobin. Defender clears it to the side. That hit Eric. Eric, it bounces on the side. And Eric goes down. They call a foul on Eric, jumping over the defender. 2:30 left in the game. 2-0 Brookline. Free kick for Framingham. They go down their left side. That hit Ben Sander. They poke it ahead. Player's making a run. He's in. They cut him off. He gets blocked. Comes back the other way. Player's clearly offside. If they send it in, 7 has it. 7 turns. 7. Seb's on him. 7 to the middle of the field. Cuts it back. Back to 7. To the middle of the field. That was Seb that tried to clear it. It has backspin. 7 gets blocked by Matt. And 15 shoots it over the top. We're under 2 minutes left in the game. It's 2-0 Brookline. Zach on the goal kick for Brookline. Zach, it's going to go into the center circle. Matt went for it. That's Seb off his head. It gets headed back by 30. That's 21 and Eric. Eric's going to get to in front of the Brookline bench. He loses it to 21. 21 down the side. That's Jacob on it. Jacob steps over it. Jacob chips the wing. Eric goes down. They call a foul. We're under 2 minutes. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. Eric is over the ball. Looks like Matt's going to take the free kick. Matt's over the free kick. Let's see what happens. Matt to the near post. It gets headed. It's a goal! Matt to Ben Kaplan on the goal. Fitting goal for senior day. Ben Kaplan on an assist from Matt. 3-0 Brookline. We're under 2 minutes left. Framingham on the kickoff. They send it back to number 6. 6 turn, sends to the middle of the field. That's Matt making a run at the ball. That's Will in midfield now for Framingham. That's number 20. That was Lance to Matt. Matt turns. Matt sends it back to Henry. Henry tries to send to Ben Sanders' side. They're trying to go up. They're trying to go down their left side. Player cuts back in toward the box. He tries to turn. It's in. They call offside. Offside flag is up. It's right about the 14-yard line. Free kick for Brookline. Zach's going to take it. 3-0 Brookline. Zach boots it down their right side. And that's the game. Brookline wins 3-0. And they're going to mob Zach. 3-0 Brookline.